Okay, so we're now at the step where you're working on your outline. Please be very careful to take good notes here and know what you're going to do, because this is going to be the most important part of your paper. So, as we discussed earlier, if you try to make a cake without ensuring you have all the right ingredients first, you will come to regret it. You try to make a cake and you forget your sugar or your milk or your butter, it's not going to come out right. In cooking, we call this mise en place. In writing, we call this drafting an outline. So the main thing I'm trying to get everyone to see is that you need to prepare your ingredients first, or prepare your information first before you start drafting. In the same way, you want to prepare all your ingredients before you start baking a cake. Your basic outline for every paper that you're going to write for the rest of your life, honestly. My senior thesis in college was 100 pages. This was the basic outline of it. Your introduction paragraph that we'll get to later. Topic 1, 2, 3. Usually, any paper will have at least 3 topics. We've done some with 2. And this could be as many topics as you need. This could be between 3 and 100, 3 and 1,000,000. As many topics as you need. And then your conclusion paragraph. Every paper you write from here on out is going to look basically like this. Will I ever outgrow the need to make outlines for papers or essays? No. As you get better at writing papers, as you're writing longer papers, then you're going to need outlines even more. Like I said, my senior paper was 100 pages. You better believe I had lots of outlines, actually, but you better believe I had an outline of all the topics I needed to cover. So get very used to outlines and then using citations. Now, is it plagiarism to cite from an article? Here's how this works. If you give credit to the author, right, if you say according to the author, quote, then no. This is in fact what you are supposed to do. You're supposed to quote directly from your author, but you need to say that you are doing it. Where it becomes plagiarism is if you do not give credit to the author. If you try to pass it off and say, this is a thought I had, this is something I did. Try to pass it off as your own work. That is plagiarism, okay? At Synergy, if you do this once, we will warn you. If you do it multiple times, I will alert admin and we will have a meeting, I guarantee you. And I take this very seriously, guys. This could get you kicked out of college or cause you to lose scholarships. This is not a trivial matter. Do not get, students develop these habits now in high school, and you will get caught eventually. So this will feel like a lot of work, I get it. But once you do this part, once you're done with this, your paper is honestly mostly done. Once you have a solid outline down, the paper kind of writes itself. So do not begin an outline without a claim. So for your paper, you are saying your person is the most important person in world history. So that should be your claim. You can begin research if you have a topic, but if you do not focus your research with a claim, your paper will be unorganized. It's going to start being all over the place, okay? Your evidence source can be the author's last name, or the name of the article, the book, or the short story. I highly encourage the name, as it's what people tend to do, especially when you get to college. Your quote needs to be word for word from your source. I'll even encourage you to use copy and paste for this part. So your claim is going to be, this is the most important person in world history. There should be 4 topics, 4 reasons why. My person is most important because reason 1, reason 2, reason 3, reason 4. And then when you look at your 4 sources, they should come from your annotated bibliography. From there, you should have 4 quotes. If one of your sources just does not work, that's fine from this project because you're still learning. You can use 2 from one source to compensate for that. However, if more than one of your sources is not working, then give me a call. Like something's not, or come talk to me. We might need to do more research or broaden your claim. Do not try to skip or cut corners on this step. Make sure you have your outline. Make sure you have your quotes ready. Once you have these things ready to go, I'm telling you, the paper writes itself. And I'll be able to tell the difference if you have it organized or if you don't. Should I try to skip or cut corners on the step? No. Do not cut corners here. There are plenty of places to cut corners later in life, but making a quality outline will make your paper so much easier. Okay, guys, I wish you all the best of luck, and let me know if you need anything. Thank you.